Welcome to yoga. We're going to have a stretchy class, shoulders, core, bit of everything. Let's throw it all in. Okay, let's start laying down though. Let's start laying down. So the plan is make sure you've got a strap and a block nearby. Get yourself laid out on your mat, and we are just going to start to pulse through one side of the body and then the other, reaching through the right side and then reaching through the left side. Just start to get acquainted with your mat. So having a good old stretch out. And then from there, we're going to start to take some even breathing to further acquaint ourselves with our mats. So finding a comfortable position to lay in, maybe take the hand to the chest and to the tummy if you like something physical to breathe into. Otherwise, you can just take the hands down by the side of you. It's up to you. So if my breath pattern doesn't match yours, you're going to do your own. And let's start with an inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Growing heavier on the mat. The breath coming and going with ease. Flowing in and flowing out. Now is a great time to set yourself an intention for today. Whatever that might be. Holding it there in your mind's eye. Visualize success. And then when you're ready, you need to keep the eyes closed still, or you can just begin to open them. I'm going to take the right knee in towards that right shoulder. As we do, take the exhale, bring that knee a little bit closer in. Push through both heels, keep the shoulders away from the ears. And then back in towards the mat. Both heels are pushing away. Finding heaviness on the mat as the breaths come and then go. Okay, from here, releasing, taking that knee across the body and over to the left side, come into a twist. Right arm can extend away from you. Take a gaze towards the fingertips. Warming up the body so we're nowhere near our edge. Just moving carefully, mindfully through the body. And those exhales allow us to get a little bit more space. Maybe with each breath out, the twist becomes just a little bit more comfortable and easy and light. And then coming all the way back, I'm going to take that right knee out, find a tree pose, maybe a block under that knee if you need to. Take the arms into cactus arms, push down lightly through the backs of the hands and the forearms to lift the chest slightly. Draw the belly button in towards the spine and down, protecting that lower back. Heel on the left side pushes away, toes towards the ceiling, and chin tucks slightly in towards the chest, lengthen the neck. Slow and rhythmic breath. Focusing on lengthening the spine, crown of the head reaching towards that back wall. And then coming out, right hand takes hold of that right knee, bring to center and send away. Right leg is long, left knee comes in towards that left shoulder. Let's go on the other side. Knee comes in, heels push away, chest open, shoulders back and down. Chin tucked lightly to chest, lengthening through the neck. And then releasing. Take that left knee across the body to the right side. Nice and gently begin to just move into that twist carefully. Left arm comes away. Take the gaze towards those left fingertips. And then using that exhale as the breath leaves the body, maybe the twist becomes a little bit deeper. Breath comes in and then breath leaves. Coming all the way back out, we make our way straight to the tree pose. Left knee opens, foot into the inner right thigh. Toes on that right side come towards the ceiling, and then we take those arms into our cactus arms, allowing the chest to lift as the backs of the arms press down into the mat. Draw the belly button into the spine and then down. Imagining that crown of the head reaching towards that back wall. And calm start to class. A slow stretch through the body. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to just take that left leg away from you. And then we're reaching the arms towards the back wall. Take a deep stretch. Toes point towards the floor. Fingertips reach to the back wall. Lengthen on your mat. And then we're going to move to a blown palm. Hips come to the right side of the mat. Feet and hands over towards the left. Using that breath to draw that right hip down in towards the mat. A nice long deep stretch through that right side body. Keep anchoring that right hip down. If you have space, that right ankle can cross over the left ankle, keeping those hips level. Left hand can take hold of the right wrist, drawing that right arm over the top of the head. Create a little bit of space between the arm and the ear. Using those deep breaths in and out to draw that right hip down to the mat. Okay, so make our way out, come back to your center, take another stretch, fingertips towards the back wall, toes pointing towards the front wall. Nice deep stretch, and then the hips move to the left side, hands and feet over towards the right, keeping that left hip driving down in towards the mat. If you have some space, that left ankle can cross over the top of the right. Use the exhales to draw left hip down. Maybe right hand takes the left wrist, drawing it, that left arm up and over. But find that little bit of space between the ear and the shoulder, or ear and the arm. Using those exhales to draw that left hip down just a little bit more. And then carefully uncrossing those ankles, coming back towards your center. Okay, once you're here, bring those knees in towards the body. Lower back comes down deeply into the mat. We take the knees wide, push them away, and then back in towards center. Working into the core, working into the hips. Lock in that core, lower back down into the mat. Keep breathing. Don't lock the jaw, but treat yourself to a smile instead. Okay, and then we'll take it in the other direction. Push the legs away and take them wide, bring them back in. That lower back really anchoring down. The slower you move, the more your core will have to support you. Last one. Okay, draw those knees tightly in, give yourself a hug together, forehead meets knees. And then laying back down again. From here, let's find ourselves into a dead bug position. Okay, from here, the legs will stack over the top of the hips. And as we extend the right leg away, right arm follows. And then switch it out for the left side. Lower back is anchored down. We are strong through the core. And we're just going to move slowly, controlled and carefully. So we'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw those knees in towards you. Bring the forehead up to meet the knees. Give yourself a big old hug together. Maybe make some circles on the lower back in one direction. And then take it in the other. Okay. And then from here, let's rock and roll the spine. When you're ready, we cross the ankles and find ourselves into a tabletop position. And we're just going to start by just enjoying a cat-cow, whatever that cat-cow looks like for you. So starting with that movement from the pelvis, taking the gaze high, drop the tummy, hands push into the mat. And then moving from the pelvis, beginning to round through the spine, maybe taking the weight through the wrists as you just rock over them. You need to warm up. And then taking your cat-cows in any direction you fancy, maybe figure of eights, maybe further back towards a child's pose, whatever it looks like for you. Really pay attention to what feels good, which areas your body is asking for a little bit more attention. And then when you're ready, you can meet me back in a table position. Once we're here, keeping those hands pushing down equally into the mat, I'm just going to tuck the toes and then engage the core as we lift the knees off of the mat. Just hovering. If this is too much or you don't want to do this, then keep the knees down. We're going to extend the right leg away and then push through that right heel. Keep drawing the belly button towards the spine and then anchor down. Hips are level. I'm going to lower the left knee, untuck the toes. And then lift that right leg away from you. Left arm is going to extend away as well if you're happy to do so. Draw that core in, reaching forward with the fingertips, push back with the heel. You can stay here if you want, otherwise we go wide, left leg, arm wide, right leg wide. Keep the body down the center. Take that dip out of the lower back, draw the core in, back to the center and then knee to elbow. And away. We'll go two more. Just taking it wide as we hold it here. Keep breathing, back to center, knee to elbow, and away. And then last one on this side, taking it wide to center, and then knee to elbow, and away. Take the left hand down, take the right knee down. We're going to extend that right leg away from us at 90 degrees. Walk your way up. Take that right hand, slide it down the right leg. Lift that left arm up and come over the top. Take a gaze either straight ahead or up towards that left corner of the room. And then let's find our gate. Left hand comes down, right arm's going to reach all the way over and past that right ear. Okay. From here, if you want a little bit more core work, we lift that right leg and we can bring elbow to knee for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right leg, Find that gate pose. Squeeze the glutes, move those hips forward a little bit to stretch through that front body. And then come all the way back round. Bring that right knee underneath the hip, back to your table. Okay, I'm going to make our way into a child's pose. Take a breath here, bottom back to the heels, forehead to the mat. Allow the hands to come behind you and let the shoulders rest over the top of the knees. Feel the breath through the body, chest moving in towards the thighs, the back body expanding. Okay, let's make our way out of here and towards your table again. Okay, so let's go on the other side. To start with, tuck the toes and hover the knees. Find a little bit of core work here. And then from here, if you are happy to, we're going to extend that left leg away. Push through that left heel, right knee still hovering. Gaze between the hands. Keep the hips level. Keep the breathing smooth and even. And then that right knee can come down, untuck the toes. Stay here for a breath. And then that left leg can lift. Right arm can come alongside the ear, reaching forward and pushing back. Let's take it wide, holding it here. Keep that body down the center line. Back to center. Let's bring elbow towards knee and away. Taking it wide. Back to center, knee to elbow and away. Last one here. Taking it wide. Knee to elbow as we come together and extend away. Right hand down, left leg comes out alongside us. Walk the hands back, left hand slides down that left leg, reaching up and then coming over the top. Keep that right shoulder back, opening through that front body still. Okay, find our gate pose. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up and over the top. Take a deep stretch down that left side body. Rolling that left shoulder back a little bit. Find some openness. Option to stay here, or if you want a little bit of core work, I'm going to lift that left leg and bring elbow to knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg can come down. Enjoy that gate pose. Find that freedom. Squeeze the glutes. You can move the hips forward a little bit. And then making your way back in towards your table. From here, let's take ourselves into a wide-legged child's pose. Feet together, knees nice and wide. Sink the hips back towards the heels. Walk the hands forward. Chest comes down, forehead comes down. Take the hands together. Pass the hands over the top of the head. Thumbs rest on the nape of the neck. Spread through the fingers. Find that stretch through the triceps and shoulders. Allow the belly to fall between the thighs, weight back towards the heels. Okay, pass the hands back, slowly moving back out. We're going to bring those knees back underneath the hips. From here, let's tuck the toes and then extend into a plank pose. Heels push away, drawing that core under, imagining belly button reaching towards the top of your mat. Okay, we're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, step, hop, or jump to the top of your mat. Doesn't matter how you get there. Going to take a deep forward fold. Start by a nice deep bend into the knees, chest onto thighs, anchoring crown of the head towards the big toes. So tipping that weight forward so the sit bones begin to look to the ceiling. From here, we're going to take opposite elbows and take a sway slowly from side to side. Each time, those forearms are reaching towards the big toes, drawing those sit bones up to the ceiling. Release through the neck. And then stopping. Switch that elbow grip out. Take the other one. Crown of the head reaching down. And then take a sway from side to side. Okay, and releasing. Let's come up slowly and carefully. Push through the feet, stacking each vertebrae on your way up. And then once you get there, standing tall in your mountain pose, gazing ahead, shoulders back and down, crown of the head reaching to the ceiling, core tucked in nicely. We've got the glutes switched on, the quads pulled up. You're going to lift all 10 toes, spread through them, then place them down. Find that connection between you and the mat. Okay, let's breathe those arms high. Take the right hand down, bring the left arm up and over the top. Find some space and movement around that left shoulder. Switch out, take the left hand down, right arm lifts up and comes over. Keep the shoulders level. Switch out, come back, right hand comes down, left arm comes up and over. Bring the right arm up to meet it, holding that imaginary beach ball between the palms. Always an option here for a little bit more core. If you don't like it, take that right hand back down. Right hand drops back down, lift that left arm high. Take the left hand down the side, right arm lifts up, sweeps all the way over. Option for some core, bring the left arm up to meet the right, holding that imaginary beach ball. Hips are level, shoulders are level, coming up and then over. Left arm comes down, right arm comes up and release. Take a moment, bring both hands high, reach up out of the waist. Take the hands behind the head, draw the gaze forward, chin comes to chest, elbows come to ears. Let's round down through the spine. And then once we come down, chest to thighs, releasing those hands. Walk those hands to the right side and then through center to the left. Okay, let's take those hands back to center. From here, we're going to take a half lift, hands to shins, lengthen the crown of the head forward, draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. Take the hands behind you, palms up, lift the chest slightly, nice long spine. And then lowering forward fold. Take a big step back with that left foot, plant the foot down at about 45 degrees. Going to come into a warrior one. Draw the hands all the way forward, lock that core in and then come high. Okay, finding that warrior one, bend through that right knee, anchor down through the pinky edge side of that left foot and draw the shoulders away from the ears, maybe taking the gaze high. Okay, from here, can we start to lengthen that front leg, straightening through the front leg, lock that core in, reaching those hands forward. Okay, lots of work here through those stabilizing muscles, drawing those hips level, taking the hands down towards that front foot. Okay, and then from here, seeing if we can come all the way back out, lock that core in, and then beginning to lift the hands forward, pausing here, and then all the way back up. Bend through that front knee, warrior one. Okay, when you're ready, take a large step forward, back to the top of your mat. Hands are high. Take the hands to the back of the head, elbows to ears, chin to chest. Start to roll down through the spine. And then once you're there, release the hands, taking the weight forward towards the toes, sit bones look up towards the ceiling. Okay, when you're ready, half lift, hands to shins, lengthen through the spine, draw the shoulders away. Hands can come behind you, palms up. We're going to lift the chest slightly, creating the longest spine we have. Hands come in front of us, preparing us for what's to come. Hands come back behind and then forward fold. When you're ready, we're going to take a big step back with that right leg. Plant the foot down about 45 degrees, coming up into your warrior one. Nice bend through that front knee, hips are forward facing, anchored down through the pinky edge side of that right foot. And we take the hands high. Pinky fingers roll in towards one another, draw the shoulders away from the ears, taking a gaze to the ceiling. Lift the belly button, lift the sternum, find space through that front body. Starting to lengthen out that front leg, but we don't lock the knee. We're going to take the hands forward, hips are level. Find strength through that posterior chain, reaching forward and then taking the hands towards the foot, bringing the forehead in towards that left knee. When you're ready, lock that core in, prepare yourself. As we lift those hands forward, we stop at a half lift and then come all the way back up. Bend through that left knee, find your warrior one. Okay, when you're ready, take a big step forward, draw that right foot to the top of the mat. Hands come high, hands interlace behind the head, shoulders, elbows in towards the ears and chin in towards the chest, roll down through the spine. And once you're there, release the hands towards the mat. Take the feet as wide as the mat, heel toe them away. We're going to sink the bottom down towards the mat, find your squat. Hands can come together, push into the palms, lifting the chest, find that long spine. Maybe using a block under the bottom or the heels if you need a little bit more stability. Gazing forwards. Keep lifting the chest, keep sending the bottom down. Okay. Carefully rolling back onto the bottom. From here, going to find our boat pose. Hands can come behind you for some support. Going to lift those legs away from you. Taking the hands alongside the shins whenever you're ready. We're just going to start by extending the right leg and bring it back in. Left leg away and bring it back in. And we'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. My boat was getting lower and lower. Take the feet down, give yourself a hug together. Use the forearms to create a nice bit of tension to round through the spine. Okay. And then grabbing hold of a block if you've got one to hand. We're going to come back into our boat pose. Once we're there, take hold of that block and we're going to move to one side then the other for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the block down, place the feet down. Once again, use those forearms as a little bit of leverage to round into the spine. And then slowly and carefully find your way down towards your mat. You can go by a dish if you would prefer, or you can lay yourself out. Take a bit of time to settle into your mat. Use that time to create little circles on the lower back, releasing any tension that was gathering in the core. Maybe planting the feet down and windscreen wipering the legs. Just giving your body an opportunity to decompress so it can then make the most of the relaxation. Okay. When you're ready, make your way into a position that you know you can rest in for a little bit of time. Settling into the breath. Finding that heaviness between your body and the mat. That connection as you breathe in and you breathe out. And then tonight, I'd like to take you outside, just to your garden. Imagine yourself sat on the grass, a soft blanket laid out. And the sun has set, that beautiful moment in time when everything, that really pretty peachy colour, and you're sat with the softness of the blanket touching the skin. Your day is done, and that feeling of accomplishment just washes over you. You fall deeper into that blanket as your breath passes easily. Inhales and exhales. You can smell those newly surfacing flowers. The colours come alive in that peachy glow. The birds are making their dashes to their nests, their songs filling your ears. You take a moment just to sit here, breathing in and breathing out. And as you fall deeper into that blanket, you allow yourself a moment of peace. Revisiting your intention from the beginning of class today. Hold it there. Treat yourself to a smile. And then, knowing it is time to come in, the sky has grown darker. The cool air reminds you it's time to come in. Starting to move through the body, a gentle wobble and a wiggle, a stretch from side to side, allowing those other senses to turn on and invite those sounds and smells in. And then when you're ready, you can slowly and carefully make your way back up to a seated position. And I will